Joining us again is U.S. Law Shield independent program attorney Edwin Walker via Skype again. Edwin, as always, thank you for taking the time to join us today. When this new law about knives rolls out in September, Edwin, with guns, for instance, you cannot carry open by just sticking your gun in your belt. You can't carry open by just sticking your gun in your pants. You have to have a holster, right? Do you
Correct.
also have to have some sort of a container for the machete and maybe a K-bar?
No, you don't. There are no holster restrictions, carrying restrictions. It's just a knife with a 5.5-inch blade or greater than a 5.5-inch blade becomes a location restricted knife. So there are regulations on where you can carry it, but there are no regulations on how you can carry it. So You can carry it open, you can carry it concealed, you can carry it in a sheath, you can carry it in a scabbard, you can carry it open. Now, what I would say that if you walked around with it in your hand, that might draw the suspicion of law enforcement. And of course, it being in your hand, at that point, you're sort of holding it in a way that it could be interpreted that you're displaying it in a threatening manner, which could lead to any sorts of charges, disorderly conduct, assault, terroristic threat, depending upon the circumstances. So with anything else, these knives, while you can carry them, and you've always been able to carry, under 5.5-inch bladed knives, but whenever you carry a knife, just remember that there, may be circumstances under which it is displayed where you could actually wind up being charged with a criminal offense, but you can't be charged just because you simply were carrying it.
Wow. Yeah, because it's also important, so to speak, is it how you're carrying it. Like when you have a gun, how are you carrying it? Are you carrying it in a menacing manner, correct?
Right, and that was the whole purpose behind the legislature saying that it needed to be that if it's visible. Now, keep in mind, a concealed handgun, you still can carry it any way you want as long as people can't see it. In a holster, outside of a holster, in your pocket, in a duffel bag, as long as it's not in plain view, carry it however you want. But in the event that it is in plain view, it does have to be in a belt or shoulder holster.
Amazing. Charles on Facebook says, got my good old Bowie ready to carry September 1st. So he's looking forward to it, so to speak, with this new law out there. Great job. I'm saying Edwin Walker, independent program attorney, U.S. Law Shield. You're educating us and doing a fantastic job from Edwin Walker. And if you have any more questions, as always, log on to uslawshield.com. Join the family and see all the great things they can do for you. Edwin, as always, thank you for taking the time to join us today on our live chat here on Facebook Live.
Well, thank you for having me, and I just want your listeners to remember that Texas Law Shield provides you that legal defense, whether you use a firearm or not, including all of the knives you'll be able to carry after September 1st.
All of them. Go to uslawshield.com, uslawshield.com. Thanks for joining us from the news desk in Houston. I'm Sam Malone.